Welcome to the third coronavirus video, and this talk will be about overwhelming feelings and feeling how things are totally out of control. There's a lot of stress, there's a lot of people extremely overwhelmed. It feels very scary. There are two energies, there's two ideas within us that control our lives. One is logic, one is emotion. Many times emotion comes and just takes over. Emotion comes and throws out logic. When emotion does it, it distorts our perception of reality, which means we look at reality based on the information that feelings give us. How do you go about it? If this is the way our bodies work, how do you deal with it? No, I'm not here to shut down your emotions. I'm not here to shut down your feelings. I'm here how to share with you and give you some tools of how to deal with it. Pretend your brain has two rooms, two physical rooms. One room is called logic, one room is called emotions. There are times in the day, in the evening, we hang out in the room of logic, and there's times in the day we hang out in the room of emotions. We need to be in both rooms at times. There are times we need to be logical, and there's times that we need to be emotional. I wouldn't want anyone to love me with logic. I would love people to love me with emotions. When it comes to expressing love, when it comes to express validation, that's the job of emotions. To go shopping, you usually use logic, because if you use emotion, you might be spending this week $10,000 above your budget. So this is how our brain works. The moment a storm comes, the moment something like coronavirus comes, where we don't know if we're going to have a job, or we have 10, 15 kids at home, or everything gets turned over, all our plans gets changed, surprised, out of control, and confused, emotions kicks in. We're going to skip now for the reason why. You have it in my YouTubes already of fear is good for you. I explained it very well over there. But let's stick to the reality. The emotions just sweep you away. Here's what emotion does to you. The emotion makes your brain believe, or at least you feel that way, that life is out of control. Now, not today is out of control, not this month is out of control, or not the next 3 months will be challenging. Life is totally out of control. Although I talk to hundreds of people, and ironically, when they tell me their life is out of control and it sucks and it's bad and it's terrible, and some of them express their feelings of even suicide, I remind them a conversation we had 3 weeks ago that they tell me life couldn't be better. They're not crazy, they're not bipolar, they're not contradicting. The reason why they say life sucks because when feelings sweep in, what feelings does to you, it erases the past reality. It cannot visualize the future beauty, and it convinces the part of your brain that this is the entire life. You forget about the past and you cannot see the future. So it's not that people are dealing with a challenge that will be a week or 3 months, or other people maybe a year. Many people, if not most, when they go into very tough situations, the body begins to react to a threat, not to the moment, to the month, to the segment of this year, to the quarter of this year. We actually panic and we feel and we actually react as if our whole entire life is falling apart. That is intense. Now, what happens is we begin to run to addictions to food, paranoia. We begin to yell and lash at everyone around us. And what's happening is we're not dealing with what's going on, but our emotions are lying to us. And to emotions, it's not really a lie. When I say the word lie, they're relying in reference to reality, and they think this is terrible. A simple analogy I give many times is take a little tiny balloon that's black, a black little balloon, tiny balloon. Let's pretend it's the size of your pinky. So 1/2 inch the width, 2-3 inches the length. That's the reality. That's the size of the rubber. Take that balloon and put it between your two eyes. Take that same balloon, put it between your eyes. You won't even know there's a balloon there. Take the same balloon and start filling it up with air, and fill it up all the way with air and put it between your eyes, you might actually not be able to see, or your vision will be extremely limited. And you think now your life is limited. What limit your vision was the air in the balloon, not the balloon. What gets you overwhelmed is not the situation. It's not the toughness of what's going on. It's actually the way your emotion interpret it, that the past, the present, and the future is hell. And right now, it's just the present. So there's two things that go wrong. One thing that goes wrong is that your body is getting very overwhelmed, and it affects many things in your life. Number two is there's one thing you do have control of, and that's your planning, assessing, finding solutions using your mind, but you can't because right now you are in danger. It's like PTS for the universe. Everyone is going through PTS now. Everyone is just flight or fight. They're all running. So what do you do? If this is human nature, what do you do? Please join for coronavirus number 4, and I will explain the solution instead of telling you, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic. No, 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 don't panic. It's not good for you. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. I'll try to share with you how not to panic.